Hey, what's up guys? It's Matrix from PUAHub.com. Today I want to go over 4 techniques to connect with women, okay? And we can safely assume that if you're trying to connect with her, which is part of the comfort phase, then she's already attracted. Okay? So let's look at the 3 main phases from meeting a woman to having sex, okay? First phase is attraction, then comfort, then seduction. And these have to be met in order, with attraction first, comfort second, seduction third, okay? Alright, now connecting with women is part of the comfort phase. So if you're going to use these tips, I hope that she's already attracted to you, otherwise you're going to end up in the friend zone, okay? Alright, so connection and forming a bond is of course part of the comfort phase. So let's look at fact number 1 here. Okay, this is very basic, but it's very important. Okay, women connect on an emotional level. Men connect on a logical level. Okay, do not try to connect with her on a logical level. Okay, don't talk about the intricacies of financial planning or the efficiencies of a gas motor or hybrids or any of that bullshit. Okay. Don't talk to her like you're talking to one of your buddies, because it's not going to turn out good, okay? Women need emotional stimulation. That's what they crave, okay? Let's look at the 4 techniques and tips that are going to help you connect with women, okay? Tip number 1, connect with her using vivid storytelling. Tip number 2, listen. Tip number 3, build trust. Tip number 4, mix in humor. Alright, let's look at tip number 1 here. Connect with her using vivid storytelling, okay? Now the key here is describing the emotions, okay? Don't tell her about logic and about facts. You know, don't tell her that you have 4 brothers and sisters. Tell her stories that are going to elicit emotions in her body, okay? Tip number 2, listen. Okay? I know, that's the same thing that you've always been told, but it's really true when you're in the comfort phase and you're trying to connect, okay? If she's starting to open up to you and tell you about some really emotional, draining stories, you need to listen and you need to be able to be active in the conversation, okay? Now it's really obvious, but you know, it's something you don't want to overlook. Alright? Tip number 3, build trust, alright? Before she will sleep with you, she has to trust you, okay? And this is a little tip that I don't think a lot of guys use, but one of the biggest misconceptions about success with women is that you cannot cry in front of a woman. In fact, if you're in the comfort phase, I encourage you to cry in front of a woman. Now, I'm not talking about, you know, crying like a baby and just really bawling your eyes out. I'm talking about eliciting something really emotional in your life and experiencing that moment with her. You will be absolutely astounded how much that speeds up the sexual process. Alright, tip number 4, mix in humor. A change of emotions is really good when you're trying to connect with her. Most guys think that in the comfort phase it has to be all serious, all connection, and for the most part, you know, you want to keep it 70% connection and mix in a little bit of cocky, funny humor in there about 30% of the time, okay? It's kind of like the 2 steps forward, 1 step back, you know? Connect, then throw in something cocky and funny to kind of keep the emotional roller coaster going here. Alright guys, well those are 4 techniques to connect with women. This is Matrix from PUAHub.com.